नमस्कार, एबीपी लाइव देख रहे हैं आप। मैं हूं आपके साथ सचिन वैद और हम दिल्ली में मौजूद हैं। खास कार्यक्रम में आपको बता दें कि ला लीगा जो है, जिसको इंडिया में बहुत ज़्यादा माना जाता है, खासतौर पर इंडियन फैंस की अगर हम बात करें तो बहुत पसंद करते हैं। और उसी के साथ ला लीगा पर हम बात करें तो हमारे साथ मैनेजर मौजूद हैं, जॉस एंटोनियो। वेरी गुड आफ्टरनून सर, फॉर स्पीकिंग टू एबीपी लाइव।
Good afternoon, Namaskar.
My first question to you is how do you see Indian market as if we talk about in sports, as La Liga is expanding and will be planning to come to India? How do you see this?
Well, there's two dimensions of this. First, if you ask me how I see the Indian market, the sports market is a huge market which is growing, no? And the last cricket tenders basically tells you something that we are being witnessing for some time, that the volume of the market has grown to growth and as is showing. Regarding La Liga, well, India is a big market at every level. We're talking of the fifth or sixth economy in the world, a country where football is not the number one sport, but is growing and is growing with sound foundations on the kind of new funds. So for us, as we say, is more a future market than a present day market. Said so, I think we are doing quite well in the market with our partners, which are Viacom 18 as a broadcaster, and also commercial partners such as Dream 11, BKT Tires, and Hero Bard. So here we are working a little bit.
In India, people love football, especially La Liga teams. People love to see them on screen. When we'll see more La Liga teams come to India?
Well, India loves football, but we cannot be blinded by that. No, it's still the second sport in the country by TV audiences, far away from cricket. No, so we need to keep working both in international leagues, but especially Indian football officials, and to make football even bigger. When, I cannot say. We were the first and only league to bring one of our teams to play here. It was Girona in Kerala back, I think 5 years ago. And we were in talks with Indian promoters for following that when pandemic started. Now it seems that things are going back to normal, so it's something that we want to retake. So I cannot say when, because it's very difficult. There's many constraints for bringing a team to play football in India, starting for the lack of availability of dates. But definitely we are working towards that. No, it's something we want to do.
Year 2020 was not good for everyone, as we saw COVID pandemic. How you guys cope up with them, and as we further moving on, more people coming towards the crowd, more people coming towards the stadium in future?
Well, what we can see is after 3 years, maybe this is the first season that things are sort of normal, no, in the sense that from week one, fans are allowing 100% at the stadia. There's no mask on the stands, so I think we still all need to be cautious, no. But it seems that the Neymar is sort of behind. Of course, the pandemic has a cost. No, suddenly there were empty stadia. People were at home. They were promised with consumption. I think our clubs were in a good financial situation for coping to it, but still there were losses that they will need some time to be recovered. But that's normal. That happened to La Liga, and I think any other professional competition in the world. We are all suffering to this problem of need to compensate the losses associated to the last 2 years.
How do you see Indian football, as we see it's gradually growing very much in India, and we furthermore coming ahead out of this? So how do you see this?
Well, I think I am blessed to be a privileged witness of the evolution of Indian football today. Indian football it's shaping. There is an investment on Indian football that probably has never been before in decades. No, there you have some of the biggest industrial groups of India investing in football through ISL, and this is important. Also, you see the government of India investing in sports at large, but also in football through programs like Khelo India, or supporting some of your traditional competition as recently Durand Cup. But the most important is there's a conscience that you need to act. India needs to act on improving the grassroots, which are the foundations of football. You need to have a huge base for ensuring that you have good quality on the top of the pyramid, which is the professional Liga, ESL, and the national team. I mean, I've been witnessing positive advances on all these three levels: national team, professional league, and grassroots. But it's still a lot. I was really blessed of having a short meeting last week in a conference with President Kalyan Chobe, new president of IFF, and also I know for many years the new Secretary General Saji Prabhakaran. And they have quite in clear what they have to do and in what areas they need to work for ensuring that Indian football it's improving. So that's the summary. I think Indian football is improving, is taking steps in the right direction, but still a lot of work to be done.
There are a lot of players and coaches, especially for La Liga teams, played in ISL. Do you think it's benefit them in future if they also want to work and want to play in India? Especially if as we're talking about La Liga in future?
I mean, ISL is quite attractive for certain level of Spanish or European footballers, But I mean, I will look in a totally different way. I think an important moment for Indian football will be the day when an Indian grown player, an Indian player coming from Indian grassroots football, from Indian academies, starts and plays as a starter in one of the big leagues of Europe, hopefully La Liga. I think, and that's something that has not happened yet, at least in the last decade. So I think that will be a turning point because will help local fans to look to Indian football, to Indian national team with a different hope.
Lastly, any special message for youngsters for India who loves football and?
Well, yes, I will say a message mostly to the parents. It's important that you have your sons and your daughters practicing a sport. Doesn't matter if it's football, hopefully football, but a sport. It's important for education, and it's important gives a lot of values, and it's important for the future. So young players just train hard, fight back, and also don't forget going to school and your studies. It's very difficult. Just the very, very, very few make it to being professionals. But it's important that we have many boys and girls practicing sport when they are really young for having enough players for being top class.
Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you.
तो हमारे साथ ला लीगा के मैनेजर जो हैं इंडिया के, जॉश, हमारे साथ जुड़ रहे थे, जो कि बता रहे थे कि आने वाले समय में फ्यूचर में बहुत कुछ आपको फुटबॉल में देखने को मिलेगा और बहुत सारी चैलेंजेस भी हैं जिन पर उन्होंने बात की। और वो कह रहे हैं कि इंडिया की अगर हम बात करें फुटबॉल में तो आने वाला भविष्य बहुत ज़्यादा ग्लोबली आप देखेंगे उसको बेहतर करते हुए। और इसी तरह के अपडेट्स के लिए लगातार आप ABP लाइव के साथ बने रहिए।